All right, welcome to another trade recap. Today is probably one of my best days so far in I want to say in a while. And I'm not going to say that it's my best day in profit, but this is probably just one of the best trading days I have had in a while based on executions. So today was just a very simple day. Starting off with news, we had no news today. Obviously no news Monday. Um, we had literally super simple. I honestly didn't even have a bias for today. I wanted to try something different, going into the market without having a bias. So I've realized the past, maybe month or two, price action has not been the best, obviously, because we're coming into a new year. There's going to be a new president coming in. We're going to have new policy changes, new news, all that kind of stuff. I've noticed that the bias for pre-market has not been the best. So we've seen 50-50 price action for pre-market, and I just have not been seeing the best kind of like data for bias. So what I instead did is just completely disregard bias for today. So I've been thinking about this for a while. I was on my snowboarding trip with my friends, and I was doing some back testing when I was in the cabin, and I was realizing just like I don't really need a bias for coming into my trades. I just need to find something that works. Obviously, I'm going to have higher time frame confluences that are going to bring me to a certain direction and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of want to just like to steer away from having a bias and just like see what the market wants to give me. Because sometimes what I realize that I do is that when I have a bias, I usually just want to stick to one direction and one direction only. So obviously, as we could see, I had one coming as having a bearish move, and I had two bullish moves. Okay, so besides that point, just as like a little background for you guys, I wanted to try something different, and it worked. First day it worked, so I'm gonna keep on trying it throughout this week and through the next weeks coming up and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll keep you guys updated with my trade recaps and all that kind of stuff. So coming into market open, I took a trade before market open. Obviously, I'm trading futures, so I could make trades before market opens. Beautiful 5 minute fair value gap. Oh gosh, where'd it go? Beautiful 5 minute fair value gap. I don't understand why TradingView does that. I changed the time frame and it spawns me all the way back here. I don't get that. Anyway, besides the point, beautiful 5 minute fair value gap. I knew that the draw on liquidity at this point wanted to go bearish because, or I mean, like we wanted to have a sell side draw on liquidity because we did take out a bunch of all of this buy side right here, and then we also filled a higher time frame fair value gap or an order block. I'm sorry, this was a 15-minute order block, so we came up and then we rejected down. At this point, I saw price fill this 5 minute fair value gap, retraced back into it, took the entry right off of that, and I targeted um, these internal sell side liquidity lows, which worked out perfectly. And at this point, moving into market open, I see that we have this 3 minute order block. So if we look at the 3 minute time frame, we got this beautiful order block. And then also if you look at the 1 minute time frame, why does it do that? I don't get that shit. I think this is what I need to do. There we go. Now it's not gonna move anywhere. So beautiful 3 minute order block and 1 minute fair value gap. Retrace back perfectly into this 3 minute order block. And as you can see, if we look at this fair value gap, we came into discount, which is a perfect confluence for me. So at this point, we have three confluences. We swept sell side internal liquidity. We have a 3 minute order block and a 1 minute fair value gap. And we're also in discount with that fair value gap. So this to me was a perfect trade. All right, so I took it up to these highs right here since we did have a higher time frame order block within this area. So I did not want to take it up to this buy side just to be safe. Had multiple take profits. So I had take profit one up here, and then my second one up here. So it was kind of weird looking because I had just a big jump, but I only took two contracts on it. And then moving along, I took another trade. This was my last trade for today. We have this beautiful 5 minute fair value gap right here. We retrace price back into it. Was it the 5 minute time frame? I'm sorry. Let me see real quick. It was a 3 minute. I'm sorry. I don't know why I wrote down 5 minute. Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know what I was doing there. But beautiful 3 minute fair value gap. We retrace price back into it. Got a beautiful retracement. We retraced super deep into it. And this worked out perfectly. I targeted this buy side liquidity right over here. And that was it. those were my 3 trades for the day, but I did end up taking 2 paper trades moving along afterwards. I could have taken it if I really wanted to. I could have taken these trades, but I'm not going to be an over trader. I stick to my rules. I'm disciplined, and all that kind of stuff. So we swept these buy side liquidity low highs, and at this point, I wanted to see a move lower. Okay, but obviously, I do want to see some kind of retracement with a some as a confirmation. So as you can see, we have this beautiful 1 minute fair value gap. We retrace price back into it, and then let me just get rid of this. Retrace price back into that 1 minute fair value gap. Boom, straight to the downside. We targeted this order block again, and then almost sweeping liquidity, but we didn't. Okay, so if we really wanted, if I did take this on an actual trade, I might keep in mind I did paper this. This is exactly how my trade would have looked. So I papered this. Obviously, this pretty much worked out. Just you'd have to take partials and stuff like that with this trade because this was a perfect trade. But either way, that was a beautiful trade. Okay, and then moving along, we came above, and then we came back down. We created an SMT. So if you take a look at NQ, and then I'm going to put it off to the side, we're going to look at ES. Boom, beautiful SMT right here. This is perfect confirmation that we're going to reject out of this area. We saw a beautiful 1 minute retracement back into this 1 minute fair value gap. Boom. Obviously, I papered this, put my stops below, a little bit below these lows right here. I think it was just right over here. And then my take profit was all the way above these highs right here, high of the day. Boom. Beautiful trade. I wish I took in this. However, if I stay disciplined, so I'm not going to take this. But this was a beautiful trade moving into PM session. But this just shows how strong SMTs are. So like obviously on NQ we didn't sweep it, so NQ is the lacking index versus ES. ES did sweep it. And then obviously having some kind of confirmation with a retracement or an order block or something like that, that's a perfect confirmation that we're just going to reject. So yeah, I mean, if you look at the 2 minute time frame, you could probably see a retracement back into an order block right here. So we could see that we have this as an order block right here, retrace back into an order block and a 1 minute fair value gap. Beautiful confirmation. And yeah, it just proves that the strategy works, and no one could prove me wrong. Obviously, there's a bunch of different strategies out there. I'm not going to criticize another person as long as they're making money with it and it actually works. I'm cool with it. Whatever. If you do support and resistance or supply and demand, whatever you fucking do, cool. As long as you make money and you could see returns on it every single day, cool. That's dope. But yeah, this is all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna have my first video of our series coming out, so it's going to be Breakthrough to Profitability. It's gonna be coming out pretty shortly here. I'm gonna post this and I'm gonna instantly start recording that video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. If you just watched the next trade recap, I'll see you there. All right, peace out.